Hello, hello, hello. Okay, so as you guys know, I'm always still trying to learn the setup, but this setup is only, oh, no? It didn't work, hold on. Why is my orientation locked? Can you guys see me, hear me? I'm sorry, I'm trying to figure out this. Okay, hey guys, hey. I see some of you guys. Is this view okay? I'm using like the live, the YouTube app instead of like OBS or live stream. You good? Okay. Hey guys. Just making sure that, like, you know, the way you hold your phone, some people want to hold it landscape or not. This is good. I got the comments up, so that helps. I think it just does new. Okay, so I wanted to come and kind of talk to the people who, like, my last video got a lot of views, and like that's expected, of course. I'm not gonna be naive, but I do understand that I have like a core audience or people who are really interested in certain stuff that I talk about. So I wanted to come ask you guys, basically, the next video I have edited and like ready for you guys is a IRL streamer IP2, basically, like, deep dive. When Aaron Carter, you know, when he was alive and he was talking about he was the biggest IRL streamer, I didn't, sorry, car's passing. I didn't really think too much into it because, like, IRL, in real life streaming, like, I knew what he was talking about. I just didn't know the community. But recently, I can't even think of what video. Like, I was on the YouTube rabbit hole. Some video got me there, and I seen Attila and Jewel Rancid, I think she goes by, and Attila, married couple. That's, I don't even have words for that couple. Anyway, that sent me into like the whole IP2. I've heard of Ice Poseidon. I've, you know, seen his no jumper stuff, you know, back in the day. Like, I've heard of him, but I didn't realize how deep this whole rabbit hole bullshit went. Anyway, I'm a scientist at heart. So like in school, in grade school, science was my favorite, like, not just subject, because I love writing, but science was my favorite because we got to do stuff like experiments and, you know, making stuff and talking about like the sun, to where I go outside and I'm like, oh, I know this, and whoop-de-whoop. Anyway, I want to do an experiment with IRL. Everything I've ever seen. Oh, I'm sorry if you guys see like my animals. I have 2 little kitty cats that are going to be running around, and a dog. But get off the tree. Oh, God. I don't want to have to get you down. No. No. Alright, so there's my first mistake of IRL. All of those people carry their phones everywhere. But my science experiment in a nutshell is I want to see why our IRL in itself is so toxic. A lot of people were just saying that it's IP2 that's toxic. Come on.
Kitchen door.
So a lot of people were saying that IP2 as a network is what's toxic. It's not IRL streaming. But a lot of the research I did, it kind of pointed to whether you were on YouTube, whether you were on Twitch, whether you had no subscribers or followers, or you had a lot of subscribers and followers, it just became toxic. I want to know why. My brain, the way it like works, I have to like make it make sense. And if it doesn't make sense, YouTube is toxic. That's a really good point. But I don't feel like it has to be. I feel like giving everybody an opinion and like a voice to speak can be toxic, but I feel like the communication is off. So just for an example, a lot of people say that white people are always racist, and don't like be offended by what I'm saying. I promise there's a point to it. But a lot of people of color, whether you're black, Asian, you know, Hispanic or whatever, they think white people are racist, but I think white people just don't know. Nobody has like the conversations with them to tell them like, hey, I might get offended by that, by this. We are so quick to get like on the attack and be mad at them and call them racist, and it's like they're not all racist. Some of them just don't know. In high school, I had a Hispanic friend call me a house N-word, and I looked at her and I was like, hey, that's not okay because of this. And she was like, dang, I never even knew. And I was like, okay, that's why I'm telling you, like, conversations are always like a good thing to have. If people decide to feel a certain way after that, then they can feel a certain way after that. But I do think that conversation should be had. I tried to reach out. The dog is out again. Hey, you got out again, and you're not supposed to. Stop letting her out. I just brought her back in. Nobody told me to get up and let her out. Because I just let her in. She's messing with my animal. Sorry again. So, had to make sure the animals were all in their place. But, anyway, I reached out to some streamers, some people who were like in the IP2 network. I didn't get many responses. Most of them don't have a plan outside of their day, like that day, that week, maybe even. They do things on the fly, which I think is sometimes good, and for their case, very bad. So anyway, if you guys have any information or like want something specific to be talked about, in the current video that I have edited, I didn't add any of Jewel and like Attila. I didn't add any like domestic violence. I didn't add any sexual assault or sexual misconduct, I guess that would be like a better way. Violation, groping. Like, I didn't add any of that really triggering stuff. I literally just kept it at the humiliation, drugs, you know, like mental health issues that go on that I've seen. But I'm sorry, the little kittens keep running up the tree, and I've never like seen them do that. My other inside cat has gotten stuck in a tree before, so I don't want them to get stuck, but I guess that's what they do. Hello, nobody. How are you today? I'm pretty good. So anyway, that was the update on the next YouTube video. It is gonna be on IRL, IP2 network streaming, I guess you could say, and just kind of like the deep dive behind what these people are really doing mentally, emotionally, and physically to themselves for, I mean, I don't want to say little to no views, but damn near little to no views, with the bare minimum of like donations. I would like to do an IRL social experiment. Next, maybe less than a month or a full month from now, I would like to start going live every day for a certain amount of time and trying to see like where the toxicity comes from. I'm a strong believer in you receive the energy you put out, and I think a lot of these people put out really negative energy. If you're putting out nothing but negative energy, then that's all you're going to be receiving. And I feel like if you don't do that, you may not get as many views, but these views aren't helping, these people whatsoever. I don't think they have any career plans. I don't think any of these streamers have like goals. I think they're just doing it because they want, one, attention, two, friends. Like they're lacking a lot of stuff in their lives. Someone said, hey, I sent you a DM. Did you send it to my YouTube channel, or did you send it to like the posted, maybe my Twitter? What DM, so I could check? I do try to respond to all DMs, comments, and all types of stuff. I try to be really on that. So, let me show you guys. Hold on. My phone's connected to my charger, but rotate. All right, I found it. Hey, okay. So I had a chicken coop. Don't ask me why I had a chicken coop, but I'm trying to turn it into like a kitty palace for the two little kittens. I don't know if you guys could see, they're like running around in the corner. But I have two little puppy cats. One's gray, one's a calico. And I'm trying to give them like a little kitty apartment. So I've been on my home improvement tip today. And that's what made me think about going live to, one, show you guys the kitty cat. Two, talk to you guys and get your input. A lot of you guys don't really seem like you're giving too much input. You guys are just like watching. Twitter, you should check it out. Yeah, no. I'll definitely check it out there. But for any of you guys that watch IRL streaming, what makes you guys watch the streamer or click the stream? Like, I'm not the type to go up to people and I'm talking to people about my upcoming YouTube video on IP2 network IRL stream. I just kind of want to know what the idea that you guys have, or like my core audience viewership is like tuned into, because I would like to see why it's so toxic. You said you only watched Aaron. Okay. So if I incorporated Aaron into these things, would that make you watch more? Like, I'm really, I'm the investigative part of me calling myself a journalist is literally learning how, why, what, when, and where. So I come to you guys and ask for like your input, because I wouldn't be making content if I knew nobody was watching or getting something out of it. I feel like that's a waste. That's very true. Juice Lee, I do think that we all have a sick part of our minds that likes the destruction, but I think that we do it because that's all we have. A lot of the stuff that isn't destructive or chaotic doesn't seem as interesting, but if the people who were in those situations actually like had real conversations, I've seen so many like IP2 streams where they would go up to the person and say something out of the park to make the person get mad, when there was plenty of stuff they could have said to really engage in a situation, make these people feel comfortable to be on your stream. You would get more people to like watch your stream because people are excited to like see you and be around you, and they'll be like, oh, what is your stream? Let me get on there, instead of being like, let me call the cops or let me beat your ass. It's a lot of other like outcomes that these situations could get. So I am gonna test that out, and whether you guys watch it or not, I'm gonna bite off of IP2. I'm gonna use their little hashtags and shit to get people who watch them to view me, even though I'm still contemplating that because I feel like I might attract the negative energy. But I would like to see what would happen if a streamer did something other than harass, berate, belittle, demean, and abuse random folks on the street. I don't know where the little kitty cats are. I'm sorry, I'm looking for them. IRL audience is toxic. I'd rather watch Ice Poseidon get knocked out than get... Hey, I did see Ice Poseidon get knocked out, and I think that is amazing. I don't have any beef against Ice Poseidon personally, but I'm glad I seen some YouTuber get his shit rocked a good time. I think it would be a waste of time for you to cover AC now. He's gone. You would need to decide. Well, I think that's part of my question for you guys. I'm sorry, let me get your name right. Miss Sassy, big bitch to you. All right, that's a fire-ass name. So to like respond to your comment, I don't want to cover Aaron, but because a lot of people are familiar with my content because of him, I want to know if it would be better for them, like watching, if I related it to his situation. So like for this one, Aaron was talking about Ice Poseidon. He had Sam and Andy, Armando in his house for a little while. He was intersected a little bit. A couple of them went to his shows and live streamed it. So just for the people who were only here for the Aaron Carter stuff, I wanted to know if I should integrate like how it pertains to him. I don't plan on doing any new videos because there's no more accountability to be had. He can't be held accountable for this, that, or the other. So at this point, it's like I'm leaving my videos up. If you want to do the research, if you stumble upon them, then oh well. If not, they're here. You know, when people do a Google search in years to come, my videos will still pop up, so somebody will be informed about whatever he was really doing. So, but that's a really good point. No, I don't plan on continuing. Ice Poseidon gave us one of the first IRL street fights from his direct POV. Yes. In my research, of course, the IP2 Ice Poseidon, two shit, it came up. I'm not into that type of content. How do you feel about the clip channels who are going to post this? How do I keep the stream up the whole time? It keeps going away. I don't know how to do that. I'm gonna figure it out, you guys. I swear to God, I promise. I promise I'm gonna figure it out. But I don't think clip channels... I'm not a personality. I technically am. Okay, let me rephrase that. I'm not the entertainment. I don't feel like people really watch me for me. I feel like they watch me for the in-depth conversation that I bring to the table, or the edits, the stance that I bring on stuff. You guys watch me for my content. You don't watch me for me. So I definitely would say I don't think I'm sorry. Somebody just said I remind you of a girl I used to date. Raven so much. It's absolutely insane. Where's Raven from? What state? But back to Juice Lee. They shouldn't be clipping me for this because they're not getting anything out of it. They don't have any viewers who are viewing their channel for Rico Suave. They have viewers who are viewing their channel for all the other bullshit they post. If they're clipping this, then you're really bored, because who the fuck am I? I just make YouTube videos. I am a personality, but like I said, that's in my real life. And if you don't know me in my real life, Louisiana. I got family in Louisiana. Shout out New Orleans. But is she gay? Is she, or is she I found him. I'll send you the video when I find him. Hey, send them. I say, I respond to everything. I look at everything. I try to be very vigilant in what people are saying. Constructive criticisms, pluses that you guys don't like all of that. appreciate and I take into consideration. Like I was saying earlier, I feel like a conversation is always good to have. You know, I wouldn't get better. I'm a girl, so she's gay as fuck. Oh, got you. That's great. Well, hello to my fellow, what did Dave Chappelle call us? He called us alphabet people. I think that was like the greatest joke ever. But shout out to my fellow alphabet family. Howdy, I don't know. I get kicked out of the community a lot, so I don't know how to respond. But, well, you seem genuine and to think things through sensibly opinion, so don't change. I appreciate that. I don't plan on changing. I plan on figuring out a way for the good to shine through. Like, not only negative things get put into the forefront, which right now it is, but I think that's because so many people are just doing negative bullshit. Sorry to interrupt. I just had to say something. Go back, Tacy. No, you're perfectly fine. Don't interrupt. I love that. I'm glad you guys are interacting back with me rather than me just talking. Because like I said, I'm not like the entertainment. I'm cutting and doing stuff with like a cat house. So I can definitely sit you guys up and you guys can watch that. But I figured we'd have like a slight conversation. Do I know much about Gamble? The small amounts I know about Gamble, I don't personally care for. He seems like one of the like IP2 online kids. Like, I was a big Call of Duty player growing up, so I'm used to people saying stuff and like just saying whatever they can to get under your skin. And I feel like Gamble's a very good example of one of those guys. I don't pay them too much attention. What I seen that I agreed with or needed for like clips or something, I used. Other than that, I didn't go too much, into him. I've seen stuff that I don't care for. Anybody who's entertaining that, allowing that, encouraging that type of stuff, I don't give energy to. So trolls, I don't pay attention to them because I was taught not to look at the ground. Even though that's how you miss money on the ground, I will say. I learned that as well. I was taught to look up. Trolls are too small. I'm already not that tall, so I don't need to look on the ground and pay attention to the bullshit that these trolls are doing. How are you doing? Jill Bunny B with it's like a hot and sweaty face. I usually use that for when I'm using nasty text messages, but that's funny. Gamble once said highly regarded psychology professors told him that he was uncanny way every man ain't happy. Venus, I don't understand what that he has an uncanny way of remaining happy. I don't understand that one. Juice Lee, have you ever watched the Judge Mathis episode of Check the Star? Every time I write the sentence, I laugh. Yes, I actually have the full clip. I was going to do a reaction video to it, but when I realized that nobody really gave a fuck about Check, and I didn't want to seem like a bully because he already doesn't have that many views on his music or other interviews and stuff. I felt like, dang, I don't want to kick a man while he's down if I'm just putting all of these videos shitting on him. But I have seen it. It is hilarious. It's really sad. It shows just the amount of humiliation he'll go through for some fucking views. It's really sad. Def would have been right. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to kick a man while he's down. My video on him has already gotten more natural views than any of his music videos. Yeah, that would have just been bad. Nobody gave a fuck. They didn't. They watched because I integrated it into Aaron Carter. These kitty cats are just climbing this tree, and if I have to call the goddamn fire department to get them out of the tree, I'm gonna be so upset, guys. I'm gonna be so upset. I know why we like IRL streaming, all that Maury and Jerry Springer growing up. That is a good ass point, because Maury, Jerry Springer, reality TV, when that started coming out, we got very in tune with like the toxic stuff. Oh gosh. But Andy Dick's girlfriend would definitely do it. Who is Andy Dick's girlfriend? I know who Andy Dick is. I didn't add any of his bullshit because, again, that can be very triggering for people when it comes to his sexual misconduct situations. But I know Captain Content and Chicken Andy. Who is Andy Dick's girlfriend? I thought Andy Dick was gay this whole time. You guys are letting me know something new. Yes, don't kick people when they're down. I try not to. Rico, what's the funniest moment from over the years in the Carterverse? One of mine is Leaf blowing the house instead of sweeping. That was really funny. But that's also when I knew that he has no remorse. Like, have you ever seen somebody that's so stuck in their ways that they just do whatever unapologetically? That was hilarious. Anytime he put on makeup, like whether he was at the hotel for the celebrity boxing match, or whether he was in the house with like Victoria and telling her that he was, what did he say? He said he was, I can't even think of the word that he said he was, but he was like, I'm not gay, I'm fluid. He said he was fluid. Any of those times were really funny because it's like there's no denying. There's absolutely no denying. Don't mind like me scrolling and stuff. I try to keep up with you guys. Like I said, I always react. From road rules to RV streams. That is crazy. Who said that? Who said that? Dana Thiessen. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, but that is literally what I've titled the like a segment of the YouTube video. I was like, road rules, but RV streams. That's crazy. I'm so glad you said that. Love you for that. You're amazing. Hello to Ireland. Ireland is green and Greenland is ice. No, I'm not sure, but hello to Ireland. I love that you guys are from different places. Looks nice there. We just got, I'm so sorry you guys just got so much snow. I don't do well in snow. I'm originally from California, so this is pretty cool. It's kind of cold. I'll probably be heading in once the sun goes down, but it's nice today. It's not raining or anything. Baby formula in his coffee. That's one of those things where, like, yeah, I could see him doing that for attention. He didn't realize how disgusting it would be. Shit that Aaron did was randomly drink gallons of room temperature milk. That's fucking disgusting, especially for somebody who had a hiatal hernia and like dairy fucks that up. So like you're drinking room temperature milk, which is also gonna fuck up your stomach, but you already have a stomach condition. Like, I don't know. Didn't get that, but that was pretty funny. The baby formula. I'm glad you like the baby formula. Aaron Carter with the long braids and dreads was definitely a time. That's when I knew he's high as Saturn. Like, that's when I knew he was high as Saturn. And nobody was bringing him down because there were so many people in his presence that could have stopped that from happening, whatever the fuck that was. That was crazy. Hello, Hawaii. Aloha. I would love to come visit. I'm thinking about it soon, but I know, like, the last thing I heard, Hawaii was like no visitors, and I would like to respect that. So I haven't visited, but let me know whenever you guys are welcoming natives, or non-natives, sorry. The caviar spilled on the floor and eating it. You know, I never watched that video. I had heard a lot about it. Hello, Canada. I love Canada. What's up, St. Louis? I haven't been to St. Louis. Canada, I love Canada. I want to go learn how to play ice hockey in Canada. So, love that. Hey, Pro Grace. Love that. Georgia. What's up, Angel Nicole? I'm actually near you. I live in the South as well. Shout out to Georgia. I'd be out there a lot to do interviews and whatnot. We are open now. Oh, bet. So I can plan my next little trip. I'm going to Virginia soon, in a couple weeks. So I'll be planning for like my next little trip. I move around a lot. I like to say I'm a nomad in the 21st century since Hello from Venus, what's up? I've always wanted to visit space, but when I found out that I could possibly blow up on my way there, I decided that take my chances on the Earth. We can teach you how to play hockey on the lakes. Please do. As long as I don't fall through any of the like thin ice, we're solid, guys. I already know how to ice skate, so that works. I'm going to put in my headphones, you guys. So let me know if you guys can still hear me. Just so that way, if like I walk away, I'm not too far away from the... Oh, hold on, I think my headphones might be dead. Oh no, you're good. Can you guys hear me? Hello, baby. Hey. This is Bo. Hi. They were up in the trees. They got a little dirty. And then Stella's over there. Stella's good. You good? All right, great. You guys can hear me. So, that's good. That's good. You said I started binge watching this YouTube channel, Aaron live streamed. I had a paranoia. Yes, that is when I really thought that this is something that needed to be documented, because a lot of the stuff that was like coming out was kind of gossip based and not so fact and news based. So I tried to. I hate I was behind on your stream. I'll be in your Twitter. Yeah, feel free to DM me on Twitter, Instagram. My cat weighs 20 pounds. That, no offense, is what I call a fat cat. Fat cats are cool. I would personally be afraid of like a dog-sized cat in my presence, but fat cats are great. I love fat cats. They're great to look at, and I hear that they're fun to cuddle with. I remember he posted his whole testicle on my... What the fuck? I'm so sorry. You said your cat posted his testicle, or Aaron Carter? Hey Carissa, seems odd if they had any testing to perform. I have a fat cat too. Oh, you have a puppy cat, girl, Grace. I have a puppy cat. Okay. Discount donut. I'm sorry. I had to make sure. I was just really confused as to that statement. But you know what? Let me show you guys my setup. So, if you weren't like in the beginning of the stream, I had a chicken coop that I turned into like a kitty apartment type thing I'm trying to work on. Because it's so cold and, you know, it's about to be winter, I'm like insulating it. I put some cardboard down underneath this, the sheet, and I'm, you know, trying to cover up all the hose. They can get in through here. This is also like a balcony they could have, but they're kind of bad, so I don't want them jumping off of too many things that they have. But yeah, that's where they stay. You said don't fat shame the kitties. You're gonna have raccoons. Please don't say that. Raccoons terrify me. I'm not fat shaming fat cats. I just want you to know that they scare me a little. Just type it. I am. Their mom is literally next door over like the fence, the house next to mine. Like we share a fence. And there's 2 other puppy cats that are over there. She just never comes back. So I'm glad these 2 stay here and like to get fed. Raccoons are so sweet. Raccoons are scary. He's just big boned. Angel, you're hilarious. I'll give you that. He's a big bone kitty cat. And he scares me. That's great. What's his name? What's your big bone kitty cat's name? Raccoons can be a problem. Raccoons are like not scared of humans. They eat your trash and they like stare at you and they be like ready to fight, right? Because I've never seen like a raccoon in person, but I know that they're not like the kindest people. Goku. Oh, you like anime? Is Goku an anime character, or is that Pokemon? Please don't get mad at me, guys. I don't know anything about this. I'm really showing my knowledge by saying is that anime or Pokemon, but I don't know. I've heard of Goku. Like, a lot of people bring up Goku, but I don't. Does he steal your stuff? What is this? Patties of my pizza 2.0? I think that's what that is. Does he steal stuff? Dragon Ball Z. All right, see, you guys are so smart, and that's why I appreciate you guys. I was a Yu-Gi-Oh player in like preschool, but I wasn't into like the Pokemon stuff. He's getting into trash, and that's when I would have a problem because I don't want to clean up the trash after I've already taken it out. I don't like taking out trash anyway. But, so I'm currently cutting this mattress cover, I guess. There's an animal crawling on the... Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get you guys. Oh, it's a squirrel. Oh, they're just squirrels. Okay. I don't say, I see something crawling like over there on the side. Just a bunch of squirrels. I'm cutting a sheet to go over the rest of this cage, but I would like to know if anybody in here is still, communicating. What kind of content would you guys like to see? I have videos on a lot of very serious topics. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. A lot of my topics are very industry-based deep dives into what is really going on. I would like to start talking about current topics and current issues, but I don't want my channel to be so dark, if that makes sense. Like, I would like to have some lighthearted conversations, I guess. But there is this viral singer. She had like a TikTok or like an Instagram video that went viral, and she ended up being abused by her baby daddy. He was a music producer in the industry. He started beating on her, kidnapped the kid. It was a lot of her story is crazy. She survived, but nobody is talking about it. Like, stuff like that I would like to cover. You guys seen Aaron Carter. I didn't only post stuff about his recent bullshit. I was posting stuff that was related to when he was a child and shit that nobody's, speaking about. I still have so fucking many Aaron Carter, like when he was a child. What is her name? If I lied to you and tell you that I know her name, I would be a bad person. I do not know. She posted I can't even look while I'm here. She posted a Twitter video, and she was like, "This is me, this is my story." And I watched it, and it was like a 2-minute TikTok. And it went from like the viral video, and it showed every stage. And she was like, "I'm here. I got my kid. I made it back. I'm alive. But this is how my life is like going." I'm not even gonna lie to you and say that I know her name. I feel so bad that I don't. But I have that video on on cue, I guess you could say, for being edited. I want to do a deep dive into Nickelodeon and family channels, and the way that family channels kind of became the new Nickelodeon, as far as providing content for pedophiles. And I'm just gonna put it like that. A lot of my content is gonna get striked because of the information that I do. Like, the words I have to use, I don't really want to censor myself because I feel like that negates from the severity of the situation. But YouTube demonetizes you for stuff like that. So I do, have to kind of censor what I'm showing you, what I'm talking about, the words that I use. Okay, you would like the Aaron Carter videos from the past. I could definitely do those on like a live stream and make it like one whole video. That way, if you're interested, you could watch. If not, not. That's a good idea. All right, thank you, Carissa. Do a deep dive into random shows like Nesty Classified and maybe a throwback ones like all that. Okay, so would you like a deep dive onto like what about those shows? Because remember, as a investigative journalist, I need an angle or like a specific point to kind of focus on. I can't, just really make a video in general because you could watch the show and see in general. Do you want to know behind the scenes? Do you want to know? I'm sorry, you guys see I'm outside. You guys want to see like behind the scenes, the drama? Because I know Ned and I can't think of her name in the show, but it was 3 people. It was Ned, Cookie, and the female. Ned and the female don't really get along, so I could, do stuff about the drama behind the scenes. That would be cool. Family channels are disgusting. I wouldn't even say messy, but they are messy. But, like, to me, they're just disgusting. It's really sad. Amanda Bynes, when you do what you're passionate about, it'll resonate. No, that's very true. And so far, I have been doing what I'm passionate about, but I feel like as a business owner, because Posted isn't just this YouTube channel. I have like an actual business of Posted media outside of YouTube, and I feel like as a business owner, I'm I'm programmed. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm programmed to like receive feedback from the people that I'm entertaining, the audience, the people who are watching, the people who are buying. What about children and sex trafficking and how Gucci and other huge brands remains? Yes. So, Balenciaga. The Balenciaga, you could do a deep dive on case study faking his own death. Whoa, that is a whole different part. I have a question about Balenciaga and their latest campaign that is getting so much heat. I did a quick, like when I mean a 2.2 deep dive, 2.2 deep dive into this. It instantly brought me back to Jeffrey Epstein, and it instantly brought me back to different government officials and weird things that have been going on. Do I think that pedophilia goes very high, or sex trafficking and pedophilia go very high within our society? Hell yeah. Pizzagate. That is another one. I love a bunch of different like celebrities, but I don't know them. I'm never gonna say that they didn't interact with anything. When I read like Jeffrey Epstein, and this is like the short list of Epstein's flight log, I was disgusted because there's so many people that I would have never even thought to be that famous or like that in tune with stuff. But there's plenty of times where like officials are saying stuff that are so out of order and like so random, and then when you look into it, that makes sense. The Wayfair situation where they had names of furniture that was the same as missing children, stuff like that. Tom Hanks, yeah. And see, Juice Lee, that's a really good point. That's a really, really good point. I'm not doing Illuminati, Tupac are still alive. I don't want to do conspiracy theory videos. My videos have always been based on fact. If I'm bringing you the facts of a situation, I don't feel like it's a conspiracy theory. These are things that you could look up yourself. The Illuminati is something I don't really touch for the simple fact that I have a different opinion on it, and there's no facts to prove my opinion or others' opinions. I don't talk about it. So if you guys notice, I do kind of skip over a lot of stuff because I don't want to be like a speculation channel. So Juice Lee, that's a very good point. I don't. Was Wayfair real? Wayfair actually does ship furniture. You can actually buy furniture from Wayfair. So I don't know if it's real or not, but I do know that some of the biggest companies are fronts for other things. So what's my opinion on what, Miss Angel? The case study faking his death, I haven't heard anything about it. You guys know me. I stay out of, like, the drama when it comes to stuff. But if you let me know what you're, speaking about, I don't know. Have you thought on doing anything about Shanquella? I have, but again, because I specifically focus on facts, like, that's why my videos or my lives aren't pumped out as much as other channels, because I don't like to come and speculate. To me, that doesn't further any conversation or help anything. Shanquella's case is so many different dots that aren't connected. I would feel uncomfortable. Like, if you guys just wanted to hear me on a live give my opinion, I could do that as well. But I feel like because I've only made content, like, straight to the point, here are the facts, content, I don't know. But on the couple of weeks, months that I decide to do IRL, these are conversations we could have, because I'll be on for some hours. Angel, you said on the Illuminati. I feel like the Illuminati is something that exists. I feel like it doesn't exist in the way that we all think it is. I definitely think it's a secret society, but I don't feel like the Illuminati is recruiting all of our top tier celebrities. I think the top tier celebrities are doing, there's like a lot of other, whether you want to call it witchcraft or whether people call it just their spirituality, whether people call it praying or doing spells, like, there's a lot of, like, parallels between stuff that I personally believe celebrities are doing. And based off of my interaction with a lot of the entertainment industry, I do think that it's a bunch of different stuff. It's not just one, like, segregated group that is controlling everything. I think all of those Illuminati videos and pictures or conspiracy theories back in, like, the mid-2000s was a good way to get us comfortable with thinking that maybe our celebrities could be different. If you guys think about right after that, we started getting a lot of celebrities that were getting caught for a lot of heinous crimes. And it's, it kind of just makes sense. They inch everything kind of forward into you, so that way once it comes out, it's not that big of a deal. When they were doing all of the alien movies in, like, the 50s and 60s, and then we started getting alien spottings, and it's kind of like, oh, I seen a movie about it, I'm not that uncomfortable or scared. What about the girl from iCarly? She wrote a book. Yes, Jeanette McCurdy. Actually, I've been trying to buy the goddamn book, and the hardcover, because I only buy hardcovers, has been sold out since it came out. I probably have to go to her website. I've only went to, like, Barnes and Nobles, but that is part of what I want to talk about when it comes to family channels. What is her name? Kim Possible. God, why can't I think of Kim Possible's name? She has a whole YouTube channel. And I watch it. That's crazy. Christine, I don't know. But the character who voiced, or the person who voiced the character Kim Possible, has a really dope YouTube channel that talks to a bunch of, no, not Hilary Duff. She also played on Even Stevens. She was Even Stevens' big sister. Christina Romano or something. Yes, Christy Carlson Romano. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, emo kids. I used to be an emo kid, so let's shout out. But thank you. Yes. She Christy Carlson has a really dope YouTube channel, and her podcast on that channel, called The Vulnerable Podcast, talks to a lot of these celebrities and, like, child stars. And I really think it's a conversation to be had at the contrast between what Disney stars felt and Nickelodeon stars felt. A lot of the Disney stars, their main problem is talking about that they were overworked. A lot of the Nickelodeon stars have, like, actual physical, mental, emotional abuse trauma stories. And I think that would be really dope to get into. Yes, Discount Donut. Erin was supposed to go on it, and that was one of her most recent episodes, which I think is crazy. I left a comment saying that if he would have been on that episode, that probably would have been his most iconic interview ever. But the problem is that those questions that she was asking was too real for the state of mind that he was in. And it makes sense why he didn't go. Actually, the day that it was supposed to air, I think he was on Instagram Live. I'm not, like, trying to, like I said, I don't speculate, but from the way that she laid it out in that interview versus when Aaron, like, went off live and transitioned untimely, it seemed like he was online when he was supposed to be there. Is there a way to see what other child actors are still under the same conservatorships like Britney Spears? I don't know for sure, because I know that a lot of celebrities and their court documents are sealed, like, from the public. They don't want the public to be able to find them. There's not many conservatorships that are, like, there. That's what made Britney's so, like, such a topic of conversation. Because they're like, okay, conservatorship, nobody's ever even heard of a conservatorship, but this 20-something is getting put in a conservatorship. What the hell is that? Oh, you mean old, like, people who can't think for themselves or able-bodied people are in conservatorships? Why is Britney in it? I think that was what made her case so famous, is that it's not many people. Amanda Bynes, I thought, and I could be wrong, I thought Amanda Bynes' conservatorship was like a contract, not like a legal binding conservatorship, and I thought that she was getting out of that situation, and that she was still struggling. Amanda Bynes isn't really on the internet, so I don't know much about her situation. Do you think any changes are gonna end up happening after AC Phone is gone through, like dealers and stuff? No. I don't. Personally, I don't think his family really gives a fuck about all of the bullshit allegations that people are, like, bringing up when it comes to his death. His sister and his brother both gave a very clear and concise, like, farewell, I guess you could say. Like a farewell. They said that they tried to help, it didn't work, he's needed help for a long time, and the people around him weren't helping. I don't think that there's much else that they would want to know or need to know going through his phone. I don't think there's going to be any sort of, like, criminal charges brought against anybody, like in the cases of Mac Miller. Like, his dealer was caught and arrested and charged because of that. But I definitely don't think that anything like that is going to happen to Aaron, because it's been so long. Hey, lovely Lori. I don't think his family wants to keep digging up all of that stuff. I don't think his family wants to blame anybody else. I feel like they've already done all of their blaming, their, like, grieving, and they're going through their process. So no, I don't think we'll find out much more information, especially with the fact that they cremated his body so soon. Now, I do know because his body was his body was, like, very affected by the death, I guess. Like, I'm trying to think of the word. It starts with a D. I'm drawing a blank. But because decomposed. Because, thank you so much, CPT Slim. Because his body was so decomposed, I definitely understand, like, cremating him so fast. You're definitely not going to have an open casket, and there's no reason of just letting him sit there. Any info on Spencer and potential culpability? Why would Spencer be culpable for anything? Spencer hasn't been around for a minute, and we know even without Spencer, Aaron could get his prescriptions other places and or illicit drugs from other places. I don't get it by Spencer. He is an order. Right. There's, a lot of issues with him being in the water and in warm water for so long. So I just think his family want to get it over with. I feel like he's been in the press for so many bad things for so long that he's street Zans running. Yeah. I mean, just like Lindsay Lohan's dad was running I don't know if it was a rehab or a sober living house, but it was just to get money and keep, people in there. Same way that Bam Margera is stuck in the Florida Shuffle. He doesn't have a conservatorship. He has, I can't think of the word. I watched The Surprise Witness. Even though it's not a conservatorship, it's like a Baker acting or some sort of document that basically says this person needs to be in a facility for 30 days or more, and they keep bullshitting him so they get money. He's not living his life, and it's a whole thing. But yeah, I'm not allowed to smoke on here. I've been on here for like 55 minutes, almost an hour. I'm going to put away. My question is, if Aaron, love The Surprise Witness. Yeah, The Surprise Witness is great. If Aaron was in the tub for 30 hours plus and the jet's going, how did the housekeeper know something was wrong? Well, Captain Slim, the housekeeper said that she only went to the door and started knocking when she heard the dog going crazy. I definitely think after a certain amount of time, animals, like, especially in water, because the animal can't like come get in the water with you and feel like your body temperature and stuff. I definitely think that Zelda, smelled or, just seen something that was off and started going crazy. That is what has been reported. So I'm just going off of what has been reported. You're still mad that Aaron Carter stole your beats. I have a whole video queued up on different people creating beats versus the way Aaron Carter created beats. And again, I don't want to be a bully, so I don't upload any of these videos because I don't want people to feel like I'm beating a man while he's down, no pun intended. But okay, guys. Gonna head inside for a little. I don't have any streaming my setup ready at all.
Kitchen door.
Oh, you know what? I definitely am glad that Zelda was adopted by a loving family who seems to be taking care of her very well. I'm glad that the animal is getting a happy ending. Not all of the animals in that house were afforded that, so that's always good. So what else can I talk about while I'm here with you guys? I don't have anything currently going on, but I do think that I want to go live with you guys when I go on my Tennessee trip. And I definitely think that that'll be fun. You guys can hang out with me while I'm there, get drunk, and celebrate a birthday. But I think I'm done with you guys for the day. I just came back in the house. I think we talked about everything we need to talk about. If there's anything you guys want me to do, cover, go live about, talk about, any old Aaron Carter videos, any new video ideas. I have Only Use Me Blade already in my the video. I already have him. I have Chicken Andy. I didn't add Mexican Andy, but feel free to DM me. You can find me anywhere at Posted Media, or if you want to hit my personal pages, you can find those on the Posted Media pages. You could also email me at postedmedia@gmail.com. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in and coming. Thank you, everybody who's going to watch this later. And if you're clipping it, you know, thanks as well, I guess. But I'll talk to you guys later. Wait, Rico, who's your favorite artist? That's a long answer. It depends on what genre you're talking about. It depends on why they're my favorite. People I like range from Amy Winehouse to Tyler, the Creator. Beyonce is Beyonce, so I don't even have to add her into like my favorite. You should already know it's Beyonce. I have beautiful skin. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. I'll definitely start going live, and I know I always say that. I always fucking say that, but I'll start going live a lot more to let you guys kind of get like a little more of me. I'll talk about like current topics, anything you guys want to chat about or ask questions about, and actually let you guys come in and chat with me as well. So stay tuned for that. Stay tuned for anything else I post, because I kind of do things based off of how other things are going. So again, thank you for watching. Have a great evening. Positive vibes to you and yours.